Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabrielle if you are new here, and today I am sharing this Victoria's Secret Angel makeup look, and I'm very excited because the Victoria's Secret fashion show is back for 2024 and I thought this was a fun little makeup look to do for that show and this time of year. I love how just like glowy but also a little bit sexy it is. It's very bombshell, and I hope you enjoy this makeup look, and make sure to stay tuned if you want to know how I did it. And if you are new here, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the like button if you would like to watch more videos from me. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get into today's makeup look. This video is inspired by the Victoria's Secret fashion show coming back for 2024, so I thought it'd be fun to do a little Victoria's Secret Angel makeup look, and I'm using some products that I feel give that really glowy, beautiful, healthy bombshell look. I've curled my hair, put on a little bit of self-tan, which I feel like is still developing. I'm still looking a little fair. Let's get right into today's makeup look. So I've already done my skincare to go into some very like primer-esque products. The first one being the Dior Backstage Primer. I find that this primer really helps to blur out and smooth the skin, and it allows for such a smooth application of makeup. It's gonna make your skin look super flawless. Feels so good on the skin. And the emphasis on the skin is that very glowy look, that really pink kind of cheek, and a subtly bronzed glowy goddess look. So those are all of the focuses that we'll be doing with the face, and then the eyes will be really sultry, sexy, but open and bright at the same time. Now I'm actually going to be mixing my Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow with my foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I typically don't go in with like liquid foundation because I do find the coverage quite heavy, but I think by mixing these two, it's going to give me a really beautiful, glowy, lightweight coverage. So I'm just gonna pop this on the back of my hand. So I did 2 pumps of that, and then I'm gonna do 2 pumps of the foundation. I did a really light coat, and I'm going to take my hourglass brush and I'm going to just stipple that to do a second layer just to make our skin look super flawless. Runway ready. Then I'm going to take my Westman Atelier liquid blender brush and just kind of make sure everything is super seamlessly blended in. And then I am going to go in with some concealer just to brighten the under eyes. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 3.75. Take my hourglass concealer brush and just blend that all in. So there is our foundation and concealer base, and I'm going to next add a little bit of sculpting with our contour stick. Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. And I like just kind of sculpting out like this. And I take that same foundation brush just to blend it all in. And I always use like stippling motions to help blend it in. It just like pushes the product into the skin, and I feel like it makes it look really natural. And then always for my neck and jawline contour, I always like to use my big beauty blender. It just makes it blend in really seamlessly and avoids those streaks. For our cream blush, I'm using the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks blush in the shade Coquette, and this is the most beautiful, like bright pink color. And this just screams Victoria's Secret Angel to me. I find they always have like really bright, beautiful pink cheeks. And when you just swipe this right onto your cheek, it's really intense. Like it's a very intense pink. Just gonna buff that out with my blending brush. So beautifully pigmented and pink. I love it. And to add a little bit of glow, I'm going to be using the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlight in the shade Budapest, the blender brush. And then just glide that right on top. It adds a touch of color, but it also adds a ton of glowy shine. We always have the most beautiful highlight. Like stunning. So I'm now going to set under the eyes with the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder in Voile Rosé. And I'm gonna use this little powder puff. Make sure the under eye is nice and set. And this also adds a little bit of glow and brightening effect to the under eye. I'm also just going to carve out right underneath that previous contour using the Victoria Beckham bronzing brick, and this is in the shade 1. And I'm using a big fluffy brush just to add a general bronze all over the temples, forehead, cheek area. Do a little touch on the nose, and then I'm gonna drag it all the way down my neck. Like that. So next we're gonna move on to eyes, and I'm actually gonna be using the Westman Atelier eye pods. I'm gonna apply the shade Tabac all over my eyelid. And it's like this light, warm, shimmery brown. This shade called Frappe, which is a bit of a cooler, deeper brown. And just focus that on the outer part of my eyelid. Take a smaller, smudgier brush. And just kind of wing that out. To blend that all in, I'm just taking a clean, fluffy brush and just kind of sweeping that to soften it out. With a brown liner, I'm going to do just a flick out. And for that really like Victoria's Secret pop, I'm actually taking this beautiful palette from Visart. It's the Lumore palette, taking this really nice shimmery, sparkly shade and applying that all into the inner corner. And then I'm also just going to take this and slightly line ever so slightly just to add a bit of a shadow under the lash line here. We're gonna give them a nice curl by the Lancome Hypnose mascara. Then of course we need to do the brows. They're looking a little sparse. So I'm using my Hourglass Arch Brow and Just filling them in. Really soft, brushed up look. Setting them in place. So for our lips, I'm going to add a lip liner. This is the Wherever Walnut by Makeup Forever. And then the Kosas Jellyfish Gloss. Just to set the rest of my makeup but add a bit of shine, I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder. Super fluffy brush. Just set on the forehead. I'm gonna go back in. And here is our Victoria's Secret Angel makeup look. The last thing I do for my hair is I like to spritz it with a little bit of hair perfume. It's by Maison Francis Kurkdjian and it's in the scent Baccarat Rouge 540. And I just a little bit of a brush through with my Mason Pearson popular brush. And then I can take these little clippies out, my cute little get ready with me clips, and there we have it.